started. I'm 20 years old. I'm an only child. I'm a feminist. No claps, okay? That's fine. At least I do try my best to be a feminist, but I also realize that I refer to basically every other woman as that bitch or my bitch, but like as a term of endearment. For example, Michelle Obama is my bitch. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg really is that bitch. And Malala Yousafzai, who is a 20-year-old Nobel Peace Prize winning advocate for women's education who couldn't even be killed by the Taliban. It's my bitch, Malala. Of course, I just want to make it clear, I never use bitch in a derogatory way. That's what the word cunt is for. I love starting my set with the C word, because I was voted parent approved in high school and I'm still trying to shake that. That's not a joke. I tried to use this summer to better myself because I don't have time to do that during the school year. So for example, I finished 9 books this summer. For reading. I read things like Alice Walker's The Color Purple. I read my bitch Malala's autobiography. I also did a lot of Duolingo this summer because I'm minoring in Spanish language. And I'm too poor to study abroad, so... and if you don't know, Duolingo is this great free language learning app, and a lot of it is they give you a sentence and then you translate it into whatever language you're learning. And like obviously when you start it's real rudimentary stuff like, I am a woman. I want to go to the store. But as you progress, it not only gets more complex, but also weirder, I found out. So I made a collection of some of my favorite examples that I truly found on Duolingo, and I'd like to share them with you now. ¿Por qué soñamos? Why do we dream? Yo no vine aquí para morir. I didn't come here to die. ¿Piensas que los animales tienen almas? Do you think animals have souls? And my personal favorite, yo soy un pato, yo hablo inglés. I am a duck, I speak English. You know, what you need if you're going to a Spanish-speaking country. My roommate, on the other hand, one of my roommates, he did not keep up with his Spanish from high school, but still tried to speak Spanish the other day and accidentally solicited someone for sex. Don't you hate when that happens? He saw someone speaking Spanish and he decided he wanted to go up and ask for their name. And if you don't know, the way you ask someone's name in Spanish is, ¿Cómo te llamas? What my roommate said instead was, ¿Cuánto cuestas? Which literally translates to, how much do you cost? Which is not what you want to say in that situation, but he says it's the best sex he ever had, so. I'm not gonna judge. What else? Oh, I work on campus as a TA for online English 101 classes, and I both love and hate my job. I love it because I love writing, I love helping people with writing, but I hate it because it's an English 101 class and I'm reading English 101 papers. And if you don't know what that means, it means I read papers that use words like kepted, like the past tense of kept, which is already past tense. I read papers with topic sentences like, the past, by definition, can be changed. No. The past, by definition, is the only thing you can't change. The present and the future are basically fair game. But what has to be my favorite paper I've read so far was one that started with the words teen suicide as a title, right across the top in blue squiggly word art. Great sign. And then it went on to say, suicide often results in the feelings of loneliness and depression. Last time I checked, suicide results in death. And the hardest thing about my job is I can't roast these kids in my comments on their papers because it's my job, so I have to be like, did you mean? You know, like that Microsoft paperclip? I get paid $10.80 an hour to be the Microsoft paperclip. I started going to therapy this year, which is for me, also because I recently switched therapists and my new one's really hot, so. But it's also been great. It's been very helpful, but part of it is I've been digging up a lot of repressed memories from my childhood. Nothing like actually traumatic, just like little micro traumas. For example, when I was in the 2nd grade, my mom started teaching full time, so she would often have to go into her class super early and she'd be gone before I wake up. So on those mornings, my dad would drive me to school. So when I'd get up and my mom wouldn't be there, I'd go to my dad and be like, hey, Dad, is Mom at school? And one day my dad went, no, your mother left us. Mind you, I was 7 at the time, and he decided to do this bit like every week, basically until I drove myself to school. And it finally got to the point where I'd be like, is Mom at work? And he'd be like, no, your mother abandoned us because she doesn't love us anymore. And I'd be like, cool. So could you imagine if, like, God forbid, my mother had actually left us? And I got up one morning and I was like, hey, Dad, where's Mom? My dad's just like weeping. And I'm like, all right. I think it's important to point out that my mother did not leave us. Both of my parents are here tonight. My parents are getting more claps than me. And if you were here for the first show, yes, they did watch me get an anal suppository on stage while I was on my period. And now that I see my parents, I'm remembering another micro trauma from my childhood, which is when I was growing up, Easter was a big thing in our house, so my parents would set up an Easter egg hunt, which is fine and dandy, except I don't have any siblings or any cousins my age. So an Easter egg hunt meant my parents sat on the couch and watched me wander around the house for like an hour. And it would take so long because I didn't have any competition, I was in no rush. And too, they also wouldn't help me. I'd be like, are the eggs over here? And my parents would be like, no, they're not over there. It's like, you know when you have something on your face and your friends can see it and your friends are laughing at you, but they won't tell you where exactly it is, and they're just watching you suffer. It's like that, except you're a child and your friends are your parents. At least that's how I remembered it. When I brought it up to my parents, they were like, oh no. We didn't just sit back and watch you. We were active parents. When you weren't looking, we took the eggs out of your basket and hid them again. Which they thought was real funny. But joke's on them, because now they're paying for my therapy. Thank you guys so much. I'm Katie Mayo.